I would like to welcome Grandmaster Hutchison here with me. I have a few questions for you.
Of course.
So the first one is, what is Taekwondo?
Taekwondo is the Korean art of self-defense. And to me, Taekwondo is a way of life.
What were your ambitions for Taekwondo?
My ambition for Taekwondo is to be the best and to be taught by the best. General Chae Hong-hee, the founder of Taekwondo, and attending many of his seminars, and hopefully I continue his legacy and teach the art.
How would you describe the perfect training session?
Perfect training session would be with my instructors, meeting early morning for breakfast, then we go through 24 patterns, 24 hours in a day. The perfect day would be to complete the 24 patterns, going through all the movements and completing the composition of Taekwondo, taking everything in and including everyone's benefit and progress as we finish the day with everyone being happy. Perfect day.
And do you still practice the art each day?
I practice every day doing stretching or patterns, fitness training, conditioning training, yes, every day.
And what about your diet? Do you follow a special diet?
When I was younger, maybe more, then you would watch what you eat, all healthy foods, no junk food, and I'm quite lucky that I can stay the same shape with my body because of the exercises that I do. Yeah.
We can see that. Have you ever practiced other martial arts? Which ones and how long?
Never practiced another martial art because I get the benefit from everything in Taekwondo. That gives me what I need.
Taekwondo has changed a lot over the years. I mean, the way the techniques are performed. Please describe what the biggest changes have been. Is it better now than in the past?
Well, General Chae Hong-hee, the founder of Taekwondo, taught in a particular way that everyone could embrace. Now, because of modern technology of Facebook and everything, that people are getting more inquisitive. They maybe ask more questions. So I see the change there for people's mindset. But for me, we still do the same martial art. It's just maybe people want to be a bit more technical, which is a good thing.
Is Taekwondo still being developed? Who is responsible for this?
Taekwondo is still being developed. The Korean Education Committee and Grandmaster Wong Ho-young, who is the chairman of the technical committee, they are responsible for keeping everyone's technique up to date and progress as we go along.
According to sources on the internet, Taekwondo is practiced by several tens of millions of people. Do you think this is a real number? How many people train in our ITF? And how many of those are black belts, instructors, masters and grandmasters?
I couldn't put the number or saying that the number that you quote is correct, but remembering there is many ITFs, and if all the ITFs had have stayed together, that could have been a realistic figure for our original ITF. the masters and grandmasters throughout the world. We're building the numbers on this and educating in the other continents for world championships. We have many countries now, and I think we're the leading ITF with the best number of groups for every world championships, maybe 70, 80 countries, so very good. But the numbers can fluctuate accordingly. So.
Can you foresee a time in the future when genuine ITF Taekwondo will join WTF, or nowadays WT, or other ITF groups?
Well, this is to do with the education of everyone, knowing that we are the original group with ITF and the founder being in our group. So we look at ourselves as being the leaders of ITF Taekwondo because we had the founder. If people want to join, then we're always willing to have the talks to make these things happen. Now, WT and ITF, we are always talking together about making competitions and for the future, hopefully, the Olympics together.
What do you think about the current development of Taekwondo, that it is primarily focused on competitions and sports?
I think this is up to individuals' mindset, that some people want to do competitions, some people want to do seminars and just train and be a teacher. Some people want to be coach, some people want to do umpiring. So it's all about who is in charge of what. And as instructors and grandmasters, we direct the people who want to do the competition, and these are very well attended, but we need to cater for the people who don't want the competitions. But it's always good to go to the competition and support to see what you're missing, and this might change your mind to your mindset. But the competitions is very good because we have many competitions now. In the past, we didn't have so many. So there's a good choice.
But in the early days of Taekwondo, there were no competitions.
Yes.
Do you think it makes sense in this day, in this age?
It makes sense because of we have more people to cater for. In the past, we didn't have as much advertising these events, and we didn't have the competitors who were willing to travel. We'd maybe have World Championships and European. We always had them, I can remember. But I think going back a long time, it was maybe every 4 years. So now we are having events every year, and we're having countries having their own competitions. So what we're doing is building towards making everyone better before they go to European and World Championships. So the more competitions the individual can attend, makes them better for attending the major competitions, and that's how the tier system works, that we're stepping up a level each time, and it makes sense to have more competitions to make our competitors better and the best.
More prepared.
Yes.
Let's stay with competitions. Taekwondo's competition rules have also changed over the time.
Yes.
Do you think they will change in the near future? If we have a suggestion for change, how should we proceed?
There will be changes in the rules, and at present we're studying the rules for changes. If any NGB has any information that they would like to pass to the to be a voice for a change, you should contact your NGB, and the NGB sends it into the continental president to pass on to the right authorities to make your voice be heard. So everyone's suggestion gets looked at, and we take this into consideration for the changes ahead.
Taekwondo as a martial art also has philosophical concepts. Which do you think is the most important of them?
I would think they're all taken very seriously, and say like the tenets of Taekwondo: courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control, and indomitable spirit. They are all equally as important.
That's true. What do you think is the optimal age to start learning Taekwondo?
I think depending on the capability of the kids who come in, we can start, we start kids from roughly about 5 years of age, as long as they can do the behavior in the class and they are willing to be taught. But some people it might not be acceptable for it, so in different countries we might have different rules. So this is where we have an introductory program for the kids of the young age. Yeah.
Okay. I have one final question for you. What recommendations do you have for the development of Slovak Taekwondo to reach the world level?
I think with the quality instructors that you have here in your country, you are very well equipped, and with their knowledge and coaching, there's no reason why you should not carry the European gold or world gold in the future, because you are in good hands.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks.